Who really want war? Who really want to spar with a beast? Race hell, someone better call than a priest. Pardon my speech, but I'm hotter than the devil when I'm high up on a level that a god couldn't reach. I'm a dog in the streets, I don't do a lot of barking. Running this shit, I don't do a lot of walking. Keeping it 300 like I grew up with a Spartan. So out of this world, they confuse him with a Martian. Damn, no one can stop.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Problem Right TV. This is Madden History, Volume 10. In this volume, I'm going to be talking about competitive Madden, Part 6. We left off with the year 2008, where I won both Madden Nation and the Madden Challenge. This year consisted of both Madden Nation and the Madden Challenge. So this is 2009. This is Madden Nation Season 4. You're looking at some of the contestants here that were on the show. Neff versus 40Gs, Dynasty versus 1-9. That was your final four. And as you can see, Dynasty and Young Neff were the last two remaining on the bus. Ironically enough, it's the Vikings and the 49ers. Me and my wife's favorite football team, so that's what we'll be seeing in today's finals. Times Square and $100,000 on the line. There's your referee, Justin Chow. And we're going to get Young Nephew versus Dynasty for the $100,000. Dynasty started the game strong, handing off to Frank Gore to take a 7-0 lead early in the first quarter. You see the excited fans watching. Then you're going to see Young Nephew handing to AP. Ties the game up at 7. RG, Corey Top, Truth, some of the people spectating. Another big AP run here. Looks like it's about an 80-yard run from AP. He's going to celebrate with a little spin move on his way to the end zone to take a 14-7 lead in the first half. Still second quarter here. Only up 7. Still a close game. This is third quarter action. Again, it's AP breaking the tackle and able to make a big run of it all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Crowd going crazy, as you guys can see. Atmosphere crazy, especially with all the money on the line. Like, there's so much on already with just the cash. Then you got all these people going crazy as your opponent scores and whatnot. So Young Nephew takes a 21-7 lead and ends up hanging on. That's your Madden Nation Season 4 champion. Young Nephew takes home the $100,000. Unfortunately for the Madden community, this was the last ever season of Madden Nation. So we had 4 winners. First off, it was Duca in 2006, Secret in 2007, myself in 2008, and last but not least, Nephew, the 2009 Madden Nation champion. That wouldn't hold back Dynasty though. The Madden Challenge 2009, he was your grand champion, taking home $25,000 in cash and a $25,000 Best Buy gift card. This was the coolest venue too thus far. Turks and Caicos had a great time out there. So he joined us, Untouchable, Sandman, Big Gene, Jarvis, Fool, and myself. And he was the 2009 Madden Challenge champion. So on to 2010, there was no more Madden Nation, but MLG decided to pick up Madden. This was our first time ever being on the MLG circuit. And we had 3 events, 3 regionals, and then we had the finals. So the first regional was in Dallas. The second regional was in Anaheim. The third regional was in Orlando, and then the finals was in Miami. So you're going to see footage, a little bit of footage from all of those events. And MLG was cool. The venues were nice. It looks like we, from what I heard from MLG was that we capped out all of our events. I believe there was 256 people accepted to each. It might have been 128, but they all sold out. This is me and Jet in the finals in MLG Dallas. We both clinched a spot to the finals in Miami, so that was cool getting it out the way early. And then we saw Dynasty and Los lock in their spots in Anaheim, and then Orlando was Evil Ken and Prodigy locking in their spots. And then there was 2 wild card guys. So the other 2 players that made the final 8 in Miami were Fool and Lil Man. So that was based on how well you did in the other regionals. And then if you didn't win top 2 in one of those regionals, it was based on how well you did overall. Like, you would get points and move up the rankings that way. So that was your final 8 right there. and we were playing for $50,000 in the finals in Miami. Second place was $25,000, and I want to say third and fourth got $5,000 each. So it was a cool pay structure. We weren't used to having all that structure like that. We usually were just top heavy throughout the years, but it was a cool event. Miami ended up being me versus Lowe's first round. I ended up beating him, and then as you can see, Dynasty ends up knocking off Little Man. And then we had Jet versus Evil Ken. Jet with the stunner shades on. I end up taking those later on. And then we have me versus Dynasty in the Final Four. I end up beating him. And then we had Jet in the other Final Four matchup, and he ended up winning. So it came down to me versus Jet in the finals. Couldn't get any better than that. You know, two people that are lab partners, that are friends outside of Madden, really were, you know, couldn't ask for anything better than me and Jet in the finals in this event. So we got down to the final two, and it was going to be me and Jet. Winner takes $50K. Second place wasn't that bad. Second place got $25K. So the money was cool. There was definitely a difference in money, but at the end of the day, we were both crowned. You know, one of us was going to be crowned champion, and then the second was runner-up. See, I jacked his shades. This is Curly Top announcing the finals, me versus Jet. This is just the pregame hype. This was my first chance to become the first player ever to win 2 Madden Challenge finals, the 2-time champion. So this was my first chance at it. In 09, I was eliminated in the final 16. So this was my next best chance. And I got to the finals playing somebody who was very familiar with how I played. He ran with the Titans that year. Chris Johnson was wild on the game. And I ran with the Cowboys. You know, they had a good defense, and all around they were just a very balanced team. So I was up 9-3, as you can see. Then I user picked him in the second half, and then I had a big run as I was up 15-3. Felix Jones, you can see him take it to the house. So took a commanding lead in the fourth quarter, a 3-score lead, and he just wasn't able to bounce back. But at the end of the day, I was happy for him. He was happy for me. I was the first ever 2-time Madden Challenge champion at this point. Had just won $50,000. Jet took home $25K. So I was pretty excited being the first ever person to do that. I had been the first ever person to win Madden Nation and the Madden Challenge as well. So, you know, these type of accolades started putting me in the running with the greatest of all time, which was Big Gene at this time still. And you started to hear my name pop up at this time, which was cool. I was happy to be acknowledged with the greats, and that's always been the goal. So here's an updated list of the Madden Challenge champions. Untouchable, Sandman, Gene, Jarvis, Fool, myself, Dynasty, and myself. That's all for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, leave a comment if you have any questions, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more Madden content. I'm out till next time. Peace.